for your country. The nation demands our devotion. Let us all unite to uphold them and make them great and strong.
We might not be at the convention, but that will not stop the conversation.
It is in this Accra, Ghana, that the Osage for Kwame Nkrumah spoke to the world that the independence of Ghana meant nothing if the continent of Africa was not free.
We may not be at the convention center, but we intend to continue to preach the gospel of truth until we reach the promised land.
And when I'm not here also, I want you to remember that I came. And I want my absence to be felt. And for that reason, I know you're looking for the man. But the man in the mask is sitting in front of you.
Indeed, the man in the mask is sitting in front of you. You are the man in the mask. You are the one to go out there and ensure that no matter what they do, they can never break you. They can never stop you. They can never make you not stay focused on that path of ensuring that all of us are free. You heard what Mr. Peter Obi said. That they might not be at the convention, but that will not stop the conversation. Whatever obstacle they put to stop the things that need to be done, it shouldn't stop that thing. You also heard Lumumba. Until everywhere is free, we all are not free. This is such a powerful message of resilience. And so when I saw it on the Twitter handle of Jackie at JWEZEE, I was like, wow, such a short video, but so powerful. I just needed to take it and bring it here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at a place in Nigeria today where we feel broken, where we feel as if we cannot do anything, where we feel helpless, where we want to give up. Please don't. Please don't. Because that's what they've always depended on. All over generation, the monsters that have kept us down have been doing the same thing. And they always expect that one thing would happen, that people will get tired, people will give up, people will move on. This is the time for us to say enough of all of that. This is the time for us to say we must be as motivated as they are. While they're motivated in doing the wrong thing, we must be motivated in doing the right thing. We must ensure that good is more tenacious than evil. We don't have a place where we say, oh, I'm tired, there's nothing I can do. No, giving up can never and will never be an option. And I hope this short video inspired you as much as it inspired me. I've always said giving up will never be an option. And just watching this video to see how much a convention that they wanted to do in Ghana that had been set up since last year, a date was fixed, all for the Ghanaian government to cancel it at the last minute. The last minute, even the guests, the people that had been invited, the student union leaders all over from Ghana had converged at the place, at the convention center, before they were told that it had been cancelled. Yet they are not giving up. They are passing that message, because you cannot stop something that its time has come. And it's time for us in Nigeria to have good governance, accountability, and transparency. It is time for us in Nigeria to have a nation where the child of nobody can become somebody without knowing anybody. It is time for us in Nigeria to have good leaders with competence, character, capacity. It is time for us in Nigeria to have good quality education, public, primaries, and secondary. Free public education that it's good quality, that is not dependent on the economic status of one's family. It is time for us in Nigeria to no longer be the poverty capital of the world. It is time for us in Nigeria to have good roads, to be secure, to have security for lives and properties to matter. For government to know that its primary responsibility is the protection of lives and properties, and any government that fails to protect the lives and properties of its citizens is not fit to be a government. It is time for us to have employment, youth employment available. It is time for us to have 24/7 electricity. It is time for us to have good roads. It is time for us to bring the whole world to Nigeria to see the amazing tourist attractions that we have. It is time for us to look at one another and not be angry at the differences in our religion, and not be angry at the differences in our tribe, and not be angry at the differences in our custom, but to appreciate how much diverse we are and how we can bring that diversity and work with it. It is time in Nigeria for every one of us to look at our regions and be able to see the arable lands that we have and be able to cultivate as much food that we need, and not just much food that we need, to cultivate even more than that and be the food basket of Africa. It is time for us in Nigeria to stand tall and be proud of our green passport, to go anywhere in the world and drop our passport and know that if anybody dares to touch us, that our country will be behind us. It is time for us in Nigeria to truly be the giant of Africa. Mandela once said that until Nigeria stands up and gets its place in the rightful place in the world, that Africa cannot stand up. We have held the continent back. We are supposed to be the big brother, but we never play the big brother. We are supposed to be the giant of Africa, but we've turned into the mouse of Africa. And that we must rectify. You and I, we have no option than to keep working for a better Nigeria. Yes, it might look impossible, but guess what Nelson Mandela also said? That it's impossible until it is done. Before the 2023 election, it was said it would be impossible for there to be a third force, for there to be a third candidate. Did you not prove that wrong? Yes, you did, and you did it in 10 months. Then imagine what would happen if you and I put in all our effort, if you and I refuse to go away, if you and I stay on track, if you and I just stay focused and keep working and ensuring that we do the needful in this political space that they think that they own. They don't own it. They don't have strategies. They don't have intelligence. They don't have creativity. These are all the things that you brought into the 2023 campaign. And why then are you feeling as if you did nothing? Brothers and sisters, we must arise, just like our forefathers once did when they had to fight for the independence that we all enjoy today. Let's stand and fight for our nation. Let's stand and fight for our continent. Giving up will never be an option by the grace of God. And good must be more tenacious than evil. Thank you so much. Don't give up. Let's stay on this. Let's keep going. Thank you.